We once again welcome both everyone back. As you can see, we have both teams taking the pitch. Of course, Spurz Football Academy in their bright red kit and Kalina Rangers in their dark, iconic green kit, followed by the match officials. When meeting between the teams, and while we have the players meet each other, we'll just do a quick run through of the players in each team, starting with the Spurs 11. We of course have Ahan, Naitik, Aruf, Rishi, Jayesh, Josh, Bhavya, Jairaj, Ariz, Ibrahim, and rounding them up is Dian. And for the Kalina Rangers, there's Akshar, Harshit, Tanmay, Vidrut, Sarvadnya, Vihant, Mohit, Zain, Chaitanya, Mohammed, Clydon, and Parth. Yes, for those watching at home, do not be alarmed. Those are just some standard fireworks being set to inaugurate the first match and day one of the very first Mumbai Sevens Youth League. As we have the captains go by through for the toss with our match referees. Action will resume in the next couple of minutes. For those watching at home, of course, it's 20 minutes per half, so it'll be 40 minutes a game. And as mentioned, it is 7-on-7. Few bits of team photographs now being taken while the match referee explains the rules to both the team's captains. Of course, the stars of tomorrow, Spurz FC and Kalina Rangers. Of course, Kalina Rangers, and a very famous name in Mumbai, and of course known all over the world for their exploits. Over about 550 trophies won worldwide by this fantastic run club. And of course, Spurz FA, a young academy filled with some budding talent, with an opportunity to upset the apple cart against what was most likely the favourites of this league, Kalina Rangers. Still early days though. We still have plenty of action to go over the course of the next couple of days. This is just day one. So of course, everyone will want to just get the first game jitters underway. And you can see there seems to be a lot of support here for both sides. It will be interesting to see which team comes out in this first half. Action to resume here, ladies and gentlemen. Those watching at home, for those unfamiliar, of course, you can watch the match live on the Kalina Rangers YouTube channel. Last few bits again of information and discussion. And we have our match official. It will be Spurz FA to begin the proceedings of the first half. And we're off. This is our first match of the day for the first ever Mumbai Sevens Youth League. And we can see that Spurz FA has started off very spiritedly. Great bit of work there, but it will be a throw-in now in favour of Kalina Rangers. Good throw in there, and it will be a goal kick now in favour of Spurz FA. And we have the goal kick off in the way. Again, Spurz FA playing it out from the back here, passing it around, and that's some good piece of passing between the two. Great bit of running and it's intercepted there as Kalina try to gain back possession, but it's Spurz FA now on the ball. They go for the cross down the left hand side, but it's easily collected there, safe into the hands of the Kalina Rangers goalkeeper. I believe that's Akshar. In goal for Kalina Rangers. Again, Spurz FA playing very dangerously out of the back, but again, get the ball out of the blocks here. Trying to draw the Kalina team further up the field and then try and break them on the counter. That's a lovely through pass there, cross pitch there. And it's intercepted. Some really good defending here by the Kalina team as well. Movement back and forth here. Again, goalkeeper almost playing the sweeper role here for his team. Almost as 8th man, you can say. Chance here to keep it in play, but it will be a throw in favor of Spurz FA. It'll be interesting to see what they do with it. Great bit of control there by the youngster. Here's a chance just outside the Kalina Rangers box. Great opportunity, and that's our first goal. Spurz FA. Opening the first ever Mumbai Sevens Youth League and their account. That is our first official goal here, ladies and gentlemen. Spurz FA with the lead. Great opportunity, as you can hear these youngsters with their communication. Very well trained and efficient youngsters. And here comes now Kalina Rangers on the counter. Trying to look for an equalizer, but that's a fine bit of defending there by the Spurz FA captain. I believe that's Netik. For those watching at home, I'm sure you're pretty concerned wondering, yes, that both teams do not have numbers on their jerseys. However, as a fun part for those watching online, if you recognize any of the players over there, you can kindly let us know. And in fact, just let us know in the comments who was the goal scorer for Spurz FA with their opening goal. Action resumes here though now for Spurz FA. Great bit of work down the left wing, but again, resolute defending there by Kalina Rangers. Still early in the first half here though, and that's a lovely overhead opportunity there. Cleared away now. Right down the half line. A little bit of tugs there, and that will be a foul in favor of Spurz FA. Not a very dangerous scenario here for the team in red. Trying to just make sure that they mark each other's plays, but they will play it back here and have their goalkeeper involved as well as they play down the left. Great bit of running here, great bit of dispossession here for Kalina Rangers. Here's Kalina Rangers now with an opportunity, a chance to equalize, and it's fantastic defending again there by the captain, Netik. Great bit of work though by Kalina Rangers to keep the ball still in play. Spurz FA again trying to just get reorganized here, even though they are with that slender lead. They do need to ensure that they don't give Kalina Rangers too much time on the ball. And that's a shot there taken by the defender there. That's a fine save there by the goalkeeper, Ahan, for Spurz FA. Just patting it across. The ball was dipping quite well. It was a great hit there by the Kalina Rangers defender. It's an opportunity now for Kalina Rangers to get into the score sheet and level things up here. Cross goes in. It's great defending there. Again, they know that that one young Kalina defender who's towering over the rest. Spurz FA do definitely have a lot on their hands to keep that player marked, and that's blocked well there. And here comes Spurz FA on the counter attack down the left wing. Kalina Rangers tracking back, but that will be a foul in favor of Spurz FA. Oh, sorry, that will be a foul in favor of Kalina Rangers actually. A free kick for them. Long ball, but it's intercepted again there. Here comes Spurz FA again, gaining possession. Loose ball lobbed up here. And out for another goal kick. Spurz FA again, playing it out from the back. Not going to take that much of chances in going long. They want to keep more of the possession here. Great bit of work now down the right hand side. Tries to keep it in play, and that's safely again collected by the goalkeeper. Akshar lobs it forward, but it's intercepted again over there. Short in possession again. Here comes Kalina Rangers down the left wing, and again fantastic defending there by the captain. Moving it forward now will be a throw in here for Spurz FA. Goes for the throw again, intercepted there by Kalina Rangers, but we move forward now. Here comes Spurz FA again. Just blocked away, but it seems that Spurz FA seem to be chomping at the bit here. Kalina Rangers still not exactly finding their footing, even though they're just a goal down. But let's see if they can get an equalizer. Dodgy work there between defender and goalkeeper, but cleared away. Danger averted. Throw in now here for Kalina Rangers. Got in possession now, and that was out of possession actually. It will be a throw in again for Kalina Rangers. Long throw taken there, and it's headed in here. Great chance to clear, and fantastic bit of defending there again. Spurz FA throwing all bodies at the back to get cleared out, and there's an opportunity to keep the ball in play, and it's done very well here. Here comes Kalina Rangers with an opportunity, and it's safely collected there again by the goalkeeper Ahan. Again, Spurz FA playing with a little bit of swagger, but it's a loose ball here. Here comes Kalina Rangers again. Fantastic bit of defending, the last ditch defending there for Spurz FA again, getting them out of a tight space. Here comes Ahana, back to his play on the left hand side. Great bit of work to still keep the ball in play here. Spurz FA just playing with their opponents, just drawing them further and further up the pitch so they can try and catch them on the break. And that pressure, that press by Kalina Rangers has now paid off as they've now won themselves a throw-in. What can they do with this? Can they get another equalizer? Throw-in goes long. Back onto the feet. And here comes Spurz FA now on the counter. Great bit of last-ditch defending there for Kalina Rangers. But it's a throw-in now on the half of the Kalina Rangers for Spurz FA. And they move forward, great shot there, and it's blocked away. Spurz FA again just regrouping, trying to beat their man, and that's fantastic work there by the youngster. He's trying to beat that other man, but they still keep the ball in play here. Back to the goalkeeper Ahan. Tries to go long, but it's intercepted. Here comes a chance for Kalina Rangers, and it's again into the hands of the goalkeeper. Got hit with a lot of venom there by the youngster. But Kalina Rangers now slowly inching towards that equalizer. Great bit of footwork there by the youngster coming down the left flank. Cutting it in, but he's unable to beat the last man there. Of course, the Mumbai Sevens Youth League, the first of its kind to even have video assisted refereeing. However, we haven't had an opportunity, and there's another chance. Ooh, and it's not crossed the line. Another opportunity for Spurz FA to double their lead. Great opportunity for Spurz FA, but just not able to get over the line. They will rue that opportunity, especially if the fact now with Kalina Rangers with the throw-in, if they get an equalizer, things might change, and it's headed off of the throw-in, and it's being cleared away. Here comes the goalkeeper coming up front, and it's cleared away there, up the pitch. Spurz FA now keeping possession. Great bit of work by the two, and it's a foul in favor of Spurz FA. Ahan, sorry, just a correction. Ahan is the captain for Spurz, who's going to be taking this free kick. And he goes long, but of course it's blocked away there by the Kalina Rangers defense line there. Moving it forward though, it's dispossessed. Here comes Spurz FA, but unable to keep it in play. Another throw in here for Kalina Rangers. Goes for the long throw again. Blocked away. Kalina Rangers again just not keeping a lot of concentration there. Here comes Spurz FA now with a loose ball, but a very alert goalkeeper there. I believe that's Harshit in goal for Kalina Rangers. For those also watching online and at home, please do forgive me as we do not have numbers on the players' jerseys, so it would be a little bit difficult to identify them. So please, an apology in advance. Must say though, it's a nice packed house here at the Ashish Nagar Grounds and Garden. We have lots of support for both teams turning up as Kalina Rangers line up this free kick for them, an opportunity to go level. The free kick's taken, it's hit off the wall, and it's cleared away by the goalkeeper right into the direction down the right hand side of the pitch. Unable to keep it in play though, unfortunately, as Kalina Rangers now come in with another throw in. And that's a foul throw according to the match referee. Here's the captain now for Spurz FA, Ahan. Goes for the throw and it's blocked away there again. And it's going to be a throw in for Kalina Rangers. Throw in goes long and it's blocked here again by Spurz FA as they keep possession. Moving it up front, and here's a chance now. It's 2-on-1. As you see, bodies run back, and that's the second goal. Spurz FA running away with it now in this first half. Kalina Rangers really need to pick themselves up. As they line up again to go from distance there, and unfortunately just not on target. It's gone out for a goal kick in favour of Spurz FA. Again, Spurz FA on the break with that second goal, taking Kalina Rangers again by surprise. After all that immense amount of pressure by the team in green, it's Spurz FA that have doubled their lead instead. Kalina Rangers now on the ball, here on the left hand side as he passes it back. Goes for the long man towards the right hand side of the pitch, and it's going to be a throw in here for Spurz FA. Ball given straight to the goalkeeper here as the goalkeeper just almost fluffs his lines there, but he finds his player here. Back to the captain Ahan here with the ball. Back very closely there to the goalkeeper, but they get it out the block. Moving it forward now, Spurz FA again with a little bit of swag in their step, a little bit of too much of swag in their step there as the young player tripped. But here comes Spurz FA again, moving forward. Throw in here for the team in red. Of course, Spurz FA again, as mentioned, one of the many young football academies that churn out some fine young football talent. And it's tournaments like this that give them an opportunity to showcase that talent as well. Goal kick now here for Kalina Rangers. It will be the goalkeeper here, that's Harshit now finding his man down the left. Tries to bulldoze his way through, but it will be a throw in here. A foul in favour of Kalina Rangers here. They go forward. Going long, but it's blocked away and it's almost kept in play there by the goalkeeper, but it will be a corner now for Kalina Rangers. As we wind down the clock here in this first half. Of course, Spurz FA with the two-goal lead. Goes across, and that's another good opportunity for Kalina Rangers. Just unable to connect. Again, they're inching closer and closer, the team in green. But it's still Spurz FA with the two-goal advantage. Ahan now going long across on the left-hand side of the pitch. Finds his man. Great bit of passing there. There's a shot taken. Very ambitious of the young player there, but he knew what he was doing there. He really wanted to test the goalkeeper. Just couldn't get enough venom or whip around it to test the goalkeeper. Goal kick now here for Kalina Rangers. It's a nice proper goal kick, but it's in. There's a chance for Kalina Rangers, a great opportunity, but fine defending again. Goalkeeper was beaten there, but it's Spurz FA defense line coming to the rescue, but there's still more to come here from Kalina Rangers as the onslaught continues. End-to-end stuff here between both teams. Here comes Spurz FA with a chance. Cleared away here. Ahan now on the ball. Unable to keep it in play. It will be a throw in now again in favor of Kalina Rangers. Throw in here now again. Blocked away. Spurz FA with the ball as they look for an open man, but it's blocked away there by the last man for Kalina Rangers. There seems to be a change coming in now for the Spurz FA. As you can see, the manager just getting his backup goalkeeper ready. Moving up here now, Spurz FA on the right hand side. Great bit of work by both players combining on the right hand side. It'll be a free kick here for Spurz FA. A very good opportunity now for them to triple their lead. Free kick taken there. It's taken directly and just again wide and shy of target there from the first post. And we can see now that we've got a new goalkeeper coming in now for the Spurz FA. It will be a goal kick here now for Kalina Rangers. Goal kick taken well there, and here comes Spurz FA though. They block it out and they're coming back on the attack. Bit of a tussle here down the center, but it's Kalina Rangers now. But again, it's one back here now to Spurz FA. Goalkeeper with a lofted effort with that back pass. As they try to keep pace into it and just unable to keep track of that. Throw in here now for Spurz FA. And that will be a foul throw there. It will be now a throw for Kalina Rangers. Very observant match officials and referees here for the Mumbai Sevens. So here comes Spurz FA now on the ball. Finding that man on the left hand side, but it's blocked away there. Kalina Rangers now seem to be a little bit more reserved here now at the back line. They haven't had a lot of opportunities pushing the ball further. Spurz FA. In the meantime, Kalina Rangers try to see if they can at least halve their deficit. Moving it forward. Handball there called by the referee. It will be a free kick now again for Kalina Rangers. Not much time left in this first half here, ladies and gentlemen. And for those just joining us again, it is Spurz FA with the 2-goal advantage. Got taken quickly and is safely collected there by the goalkeeper. Finds his man down the left. Great bit of play against Spurz FA, playing very confidently with playing out the back. But that is the end of the first half here, ladies and gentlemen, of our first of day one in the under-12 category between Spurz FA and Kalina Rangers. Of course, Spurz FA with the 2-goal advantage. FA and Kalina Rangers in day one of our first ever match of the Mumbai Sevens Youth League. This is action from the under-12 category. And for those who are just joining us, of course, Spurz FA are already 2 goals ahead. Spurz FA in their red kit, while Kalina Rangers, of course, in their iconic green kit. They take a shot there again from their own half. Kalina Rangers rattles the crossbar. It'll be a goal kick here now for Spurz FA. Kalina Rangers again looking for that one goal to just boost their confidence to see if they can just draw level then after that. But it's Spurz FA who look really dangerous on the break. Here's the captain Ahan now for Spurz FA to take the goal kick. Goes long and he finds his man. It's blocked well again there. Spurz FA now looking for a man. And that will be... It will be a throw in here for Kalina Rangers. Throw goes long and it's given back, and there seems to be an issue here. It's a foul apparently in favor of Kalina Rangers. It's coming from a very favourable angle here. There's a chance that they can definitely trouble the defence line and the goalkeeper of Spurz FA. And they go down for it, and it's a curling effort again, and it hits the crossbar. Second time in this match for the young defender from Kalina Rangers. It's just going to be one of those days though for the young under-12 side. Still 2 goals down here, Kalina Rangers, and Spurz FA enjoying that lead, just buying their time, knowing about that 2 goals cushion. Here comes Kalina Rangers now with an opportunity, and it's great bit of defending there again by the captain Ahan, and it's thrown in across, and that's 1 goal back here for the team in green. Kalina Rangers pick 1 back and bring the ball back down to the centre. They still have a game on their hands. They need to draw level if they have to salvage anything in this match. Scores 2-1 so far. Spurz FA now to regroup. A very frenetic start to the second half. Great bit of work there by the youngster coming down back from the deep. It will be a throw in here for Spurz FA. Spurz FA now with the throw in and finds his player, tries to keep it in play, but he's unable to do so, or to pass it at least. But they recovered it well here. Here's Spurz FA now with a chance. Running circles between the Kalina defense. Great opportunity again. Shot taken, and it's just off target. Spurz FA very close in restoring their 2-goal lead. And again, Kalina Rangers this time starting out from the back, ensuring they keep the ball closely to their feet. Great bit of goalkeeping there by the young Spurz FA goalkeeping. Charging onto his players to ensure that they fall back, throwing everybody at the back line. The Kalina Rangers bench looks very animated with their manager Scott over there giving directions and motivations. Throw in goes in, and it's a chance for Kalina Rangers, a great opportunity to try to keep it in play, and it's a goal kick in favour of Spurz FA. A bit of a scurry there in the box between the Rangers and the Spurz FA players. But play resumes now. Here comes Spurz FA. Ahan now, the captain of Spurz FA. Goes long, and it's not long enough. Throw in here now for Kalina Rangers. And there seems to be a warning there. Or is that a yellow card already for the coach of Spurz FA? Of course, getting a little outside of his own technical area. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, for those joining us at home, we do want to ensure that the highest standards are met for the Mumbai 7 Youth League. And that's a yellow card as well for the manager of Kalina Rangers as well. That's Scott. As play resumes, here comes Spurz FA now, down the left-hand side. Great bit of passing there. But Kalina Rangers now going through. Try to test the keeper, but it's safely collected. Haru, who's the goalkeeper for Spurz FA, goes long. But it's now in possession now of Kalina Rangers. Here we go. Kalina Rangers down the left. Looking for their player. That's Tanmay, who's the youngster, the tall youngster. Being a rock in the defense of Spurz FA now. Quickly restart with the throw in. Ahan now on the ball. Finds his player down the left hand side. It's blocked away. Kalina Rangers just trying to regroup, but there seems to be a flurry of red shirts coming in. Just pressing them in. Here comes Tanmay now for Kalina Rangers. Towering figure on the field. But of course, the goal scorer as well. Here comes a chance. It's a call for handball there, but the referees are not giving it through. Probably the video assistant referees are probably going to look into that. And there's a chance here again. Ball spilled, but that will count as a foul on the goalkeeper. Kalina Rangers with the free kick. Still lots of murmurs and talk about the potential handball. Not really sure whether the gentlemen at VAR have seen it. It's a free kick here for Spurz FA. There was apparently a quick VAR check and apparently play resumes. Spurz FA still with a slight 1-goal lead here, the slender 1-goal lead. Ball goes long and it's straight into the path of the Kalina Rangers player as they try to keep possession, but it's back now on the feet of Spurz FA as they find their man down the right hand side. Great bit of passing here between the team in red. They keep it in play here, moving it forward. Back to the captain Ahan. Tries to find his man on the left hand side. Too loose of a pass there. Throw in here now for Kalina Rangers as they look for that equalizer. Try to keep it in play and they're unable to, and they give the ball away but regain it back. The back and forth between both teams is electric. Spurz FA now keeping their goalkeeper involved. Great bit of work. It's a chance here. It's a lofted effort and another opportunity for Kalina Rangers. It's the third time in this match that they've hit the crossbar. Very unlucky. Here comes Tanmay now for the Rangers. Ball still in play. Another opportunity again. But here comes Spurz FA and it's a fine resolute defender there by the last man for Kalina Rangers. Through ball there again from the goalkeepers. A battle down the centre here now between Tanmay and two Spurz FA players. Make it 3 in fact now, and that will be a foul. A foul in favour of the Kalina Rangers as the Spurz FA players track back to mark their players. Tanmay on the ball. So far he's been the unfortunate one of hitting the crossbar twice this evening. Can he make it count now? Pops a shot, hits the wall straight away. It will be taken for a throw-in favour of Kalina Rangers. Tanmay with the throw. Blocked away there again by Ahan, but that's another foul throw. Foul in favour here now for Spurz FA. Tanmay with the block there for Kalina Rangers as he tries to progress the ball, but they lose possession. Here comes Spurz FA with a fine through ball there. Here's a chance. Seen through well there by the goalkeeper of Kalina Rangers. Goalkeeper to take it, I see. Goes long this time instead of playing it out the back. Great bit of defending here again by the Spurz FA, but it's loosely given. Goalkeeper is quick to collect. Aru, the goalkeeper for Spurz FA. It's goal kick blocked away here. An opportunity here for corner feebly given away there by the Spurz FA defender. Let's see what Kalina Rangers can do with this. Tanmay looking the dangerous from all of them. towering figure that he is. Corner taken and it's blocked out away. Here comes Spurz FA on the break. That's a great bit of footwork there. But some resolute defending again once again by the Kalina Rangers. High octane football here between both teams. And can you believe it that they're just under 12? Just imagine the kind of talent these young lads and the potential that they have. Spurz FA again now with the ball. Great bit of work there, but it's cleared away. Goalkeeper just seeing it through. It will be a goal kick here now for Spurz FA. For those just joining us, of course, we still have plenty of action. This is our first match of the day, of the evening actually. Of course, it's Spurz FA versus Kalina Rangers in the under 12 category. There will be another under 12 match followed by this. And then, of course, we have action from the under 14 and the under 16 categories. For those watching at home, of course, a tussle here now down the right hand side. Great bit of work here by Spurz FA again down the left hand side as they beat this player, and it's a tough tackle there as Tane crunches into the Spurz FA player. Bit of argy-bargy now between both as they try their level best. Here comes Spurz FA with an opportunity. Takes a shot. Just off target again there. There'll be a goal kick here now for Kalina Rangers again. Kalina Rangers looking for that equalizer. Unable to beat that player. And here comes a chance now for the Spurz FA players. And that's great defending there. As mentioned, we do have another match after this followed after this game. It's again action from the under 12 category. It's Millat FC versus Mega Sports. So for those watching, please don't go away. And for those who are interested, please join us at the Kalina Rangers YouTube channel to check out all the footballing action. Second half almost done here for our first opening match of the Mumbai Sevens Youth League. Spurz FA again with that one slender goal advantage. Kalina Rangers hungry to equalize. Long ball there again, fantastic defending by the Spurs players. Throw in here for Kalina Rangers. Looking for Tanmay and it's blocked well again there. Here comes Spurz FA. Some fancy step overs here by the youngster on the left hand side. Finds his man down the center. Must say the ability and the technical ability of some of these youngsters are just absolutely phenomenal. Here comes Tanmay with the chance and that's the equalizer. Tanmay again. After hitting the crossbar twice so far this match, he's come back with two fantastic goals to bring Kalina Rangers level. Spurz FA now on the ball, trying to see if they can win this match or salvage a point. Let's see what are their intentions. Kalina Rangers clearly look like they want to win this game. They don't want to split the honours. Of course, still early days in this league, but of course it would be great to starting off on a winning note. Spurz FA now, down the left hand side. Great bit of work here between the teams. They shift focus more towards the right hand side, but they're eagerly watched there by the Kalina Rangers defense. A hand now for the throw in for Spurz FA. They go long, it's intercepted, but recovered once again. Here comes Kalina Rangers through the defense. They loft it forward, but it will be a throw in here for Spurz FA. Ahan now with the throw in. Collected well there. Get another throw in now for Spurz FA. Ahan finds his man down the center. Here's a chance and he's... The intention was there to get it on shot, get it on target at least. Unfortunately, Too much of power there in that shot which lofted it forward. It will be a goal kick here now for Kalina Rangers. Scores 2-2, ladies and gentlemen. The clock ticking down, not much time left now for both teams. Great goal kick there. Here comes Tanmay now for Kalina Rangers. He's been their savior so far. Keeps the ball in play, but he's dispossessed there by Ahan. Not very happy there by the physicality of the whole game. Little bit of shirt grabby there between both team players. Another opportunity now for Kalina Rangers. Now can they snatch this victory? Great opportunity here for them. Goes long and that's a great shot and that's converted. Tanmay gets his hat-trick. Fantastic comeback by the Kalina Rangers. Never write them off. Scores 3-2 here for Spurz FA. It's still a very spirited performance. Goalkeeper to take the shot and he takes it. Just unable to get it off on target. Spurz FA now with a lot of chasing to do as Kalina Rangers now will probably need to buy their time. They are the ones now with the 1-goal lead. Tanmay again urging his players to move forward as the clock ticks away towards the end of the second half. Blocked away. Here comes Spurz FA now. They need to assess their opponents. Great bit of defending here by Tanmay. And it's cleared off. It's still a tussle there between both players. Cleared in the direction of Spurz FA and that's a skied ball there. Almost towards the sports commentary box here. Alright. Yep. Ahan on the ball. Good throw there and it's cleared away there by Kalina Rangers. It will be a foul though in favor of a little bit of shirt holding there, I believe, and just given the foul there to Spurz FA. It's an opportunity now for Spurz FA to try and get things level, salvage a point in this match. This can be taken directly. Takes a shot and that's a fantastic hit and it's collected well there by the goalkeeper. There was a lot of curve on that one. But the goalkeeper did see it off. Here comes Kalina Rangers now trying to extend their lead. Great hit that was. Unfortunately couldn't be rewarded with a goal. Spurz FA still chasing down this match. With the throw in, Kalina Rangers blocked away. Spurz FA now on the counter, moving down the left hand side. Beats his man. Great opportunity and unable to beat the sweeper. Fantastic defending there again by Kalina Rangers. Jayesh again with the ball, finds his man. Great bit of footwork but unable to lose his possession. Goalkeeper calming things down and he goes long. Headed away there. Here comes Kalina Rangers now with an opportunity. Lines it up for Tanmay and it's blocked away there by Ahan again. Great bit of work by these two. It seems to be a fine tussle between Tanmay and Ahan. It will be a foul in favor of Spurz FA. Not much time again left. Just only a few minutes. Can Spurz FA salvage a point in their opening fixture of the under-12s? Here goes. This should be probably their Hail Mary. Goes across, finds his man, tries to beat his player. Great bit of passing work there and there's a chance for Spurz FA. Ball still in play. Great opportunity here. The goalkeeper sprawling away and it's hit the side netting. Must have been helter-skelter there in the Kalina Rangers box, but they've got things under control now. Tanmay to take the goal kick. Goes long to find his man down the left-hand side. Possession now back for Spurz FA, but it's stolen again. Here comes Kalina, but it's fine defending that. And that's a penalty. A penalty in favor of Kalina Rangers by the looks of it. VAR to check. Great chance here. The gentlemen at the VAR, they are going to be checking it. They have the players, referee of the day, gone to the VAR room to have a look here. While the referee does have a look, gives us an opportunity to please thank our sponsors for the Mumbai Sevens Youth League, of course, Decathlon and 7070, our main sponsors, also in conjunction with, of course, the Manish Nagar Society as well, who have been ever so gracious to us. The other sponsors we'd like to mention also quickly are T3 Parallel Events and Media, FCB Sahil Photography, Vibrant, of course, the composer of the official song for the Mumbai Sevens, Youth League, and lastly Kulcha Singh, Swad Punjab Da. Seems to be a long check here between the referees and the video assist referees. We'll have to wait and see what the decision is as the players patiently await. Little bit of a hold up here. The referee has returned. It won't be a penalty apparently. Relief for the Spurs FA, but they still have one goal to catch up with. Score still 3-2. Drop ball given, and it's given straight to Kalina Rangers as Ahan collects it back for Spurs FA. Tries to look for his player. Here comes Ahan again. Finds his man down the left. Great bit of work there, passing through. Unable to beat that defender. Here comes Spurs FA again. As they move forward, Ahan moving forward with the ball. Goes to give it across with his left foot, and it's intercepted here by Tanmay. Soldiering through again, and that's a card, I believe. Again, a yellow card for Tanmay. Of course, Tanmay with his very tall and broad frame, being extremely physical with his opponent. Of course, football does have that element of that interplay. But the referee had probably seen enough and had to give him a yellow card over the number of offences over the course of this match. Free kick here now for Spurs FA. Ahan to see if he can try and beat the keeper. Takes a pop, it hits the wall straight away. And that's the end of the match, ladies and gentlemen. Kalina Rangers turning it around after a 2-goal deficit, scoring 3 goals in the second half.